Gemini, it's Arhinna, your tarot life coach, bringing you your July tarot scope. How you guys doing, babies? I hope you guys are doing super fantabulous, that you had a wonderful birthday month, that all your hopes, dreams, and wishes came true, and everything is moving copacetically. I'd like to apologize right now. My camera broke tonight, so I am using my cell phone. Hopefully it's not too bad of an image and the message can get through, because I don't have time to go to the to go get it repaired right now before we got to get these out, right? So with that being said, welcome back, family. Big hugs, lots and lots of love, high fives, and them damn dirty shoulder rubs. All right, thank you for coming back and joining with me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Hopefully you'll like, you'll share, you'll subscribe, whatever it is. Let's be family. All right, this is a general read for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And we're going to be looking at your special stones also at the end of this read. And with that being said, let's start talking about the energies that are happening right now in the celestials. Just for clarification purposes, guys, I am no astrologer. I just listen to astrology like a crazy person, and I try to soak it all in, and I take a whole bunch of notes, and I listen to a whole bunch of people, and I try to get different feels of it, and then I do a little bit of research, and then I try to see what I think about it, and then I try to compare it to other people's, and then I get advice. So I'm like super into astrology. Can't wait to finish learning it. So with that being said, this month is our damn dirty boot camp, okay? This is preparing us for the August 21st solar eclipse. The eclipse of the sun on the 21st will be in 28 degrees Leo. And it'll also be my birthday. So with so many planets in Cancer, that's water, and Leo with all that fire, be ready for some steam, guys. Be ready for some heat, for some passion, and figure out how you're going to work with that energy. Are you going to be angry, or are you going to be passionate? So on July 1st, we have Chiron, the wounded healer, going retrograde, 28 degrees Pisces. This is when it's going to, a lot of stuff probably surfaced that day for you guys. Things were kind of rough. You didn't understand where you're feeling some type of way. These are these past issues that are just really coming to the forefront that we're ready to deal with. And if we're honest with ourselves, can make us elevate to the next level. Now, on July 4th, Venus goes into the sign of Gemini. Great time to be open to new things and people. So if you have your Venus in Gemini, expect new beginnings in love and in money. I wish mine was there. My rising is Gemini. Anyways, full moon in Capricorn is 17 degrees, and that is going to be July 8th. So sorry, I don't know why I have June. July 8th. Now, most intense of the year, they say, because it's conjunct with Pluto. And since the moon isn't feeling too savvy and the sun is not feeling too cool where it's at, Pluto does what? It starts drama. It's like that little kid that says, hey, mom, can I go to the store? Go ask your dad. Hey, dad, can I go to the store? Go ask your mom. And after a while, they're like, you know what? Dad said I could go. And they're like, what? He did? And then it starts a whole bunch of insecurities and, oh, your dad just issues. So if we're honest with ourselves and we harness this energy, we'll be able to grow and to develop and move on. Now, July 17th, a very powerful day. Venus and Gemini in a square to Neptune. This is going to be awesome for healers and artists and spiritual workers. Not so much for the control freaks, all right? July 18th and 19th, good time to get out, go out and meet somebody. Lots of extrovert energy. Get out there, baby. Meet, mix, and mingle. Now, July 20th, if you have any planets that are any planets that are in 15 degrees Aquarius or 18 degrees Leo, get ready for some hot, dirty fun, guys. Leo and the sun square Uranus at 28 degrees. 28 degrees is by far one of the most important numbers leading up to this solar eclipse, okay? If you add the 8 and the 2, you're going to get 10. 10, you add the 1 and the 0, you get a 1. It's our new beginning. It's almost like the sun is covering the moon because it's this time for a big change. Now, if you have any planets in 24 degrees Leo on the 21st of July, you should hit me up and get a life purpose spread. Hey. This is going to be one of those days where you're wondering if you're on your life path, if things are going the way they should be, yada. Now, July 22nd, this is a huge day, guys. This is when the sun enters into Leo, and it's time to go out and have some fun. On July 23rd, we have our first new moon in Leo, and it is at what? 0 degrees. So we have 2 new moons in Leo. One is at a 0 degree and the other one is at 28 degrees. And it is a solar eclipse. So this is wonderful manifestation energy. This is like saying, dude, you're like the freaking magician. You need to create, you need to be the fool, and you need to go and start something new, baby. Now, on the 25th, Mercury enters into Virgo. Communication will be very analytical. Watch yourself. July 31st, Venus goes into Cancer, and this is a great time to be intimate, connect, show them people that you love them. All right, my Venus is in Cancer, so I'm sure that's going to be a very emotional day for me. All right, Geminis, what does this month look like for you? This is about emotional stability. You're going to be realistic and independent in all your decisions right now. It's like you're seeing life through different eyes. It's not so much like, oh, I hope they accept me. Oh, I hope things are this. It's like, it is what it is, baby, and I'm moving forward, all right? It's a very kind of cutthroat energy I feel from you because you're just sick and tired of what? Being sick and tired. Now, the energy that's coming in for you as far as your power animal is the butterfly. Your confidence is rising. You are using your solar plexus energy. You're putting yourself out there. You're like, look at me, baby. I'm flying high. I got all this energy and I'm looking super damn good. Now, the thing about the butterfly is you have to remember the process that it took you to get to have those wings. Now, you are sitting here with joy. You are feeling good about yourself. Transformation has entered your life. Happiness is flying around and you feel great. That's good. Now, the spirits walking with you are the spirits of wisdom and the dancer of fear. So this immediately tells me it's like you're getting all this ancestral knowledge either through like synchronicity, signs, you just like music, things that are just popping up, but you're afraid to apply it. You're just like, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if that's for me. The spirit or the dancer of fear, he likes to boogie dance, okay? He likes to boogie, he likes to shake his ass, and he's got some big ass balls over there. So you need to harness that energy. You need to pull your cojones and you need to make a decision and you need to go forth because you are about to evolve. The way you're going to do this is a circle of life. Circle of life is telling you just kind of look at how everything is going. You see all that green? That's your heart space. Your heart space is healing. You've went through so many things, but now you're at this point in your life where if there was relationship issues, they're going away. And if there was financial issues, they're going away because it is your time to fly. Now, Penguin is coming out for your soul card. And Penguin is such a sweet card. He's such a cutie. He's got his tuxedo on. He's ready to go partay. And it says the period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. Gemini, things are about to get better. Things are going to improve. You have gone through hardships in your life so gracefully and other times awkwardly, like a little penguin. You know how they look like waddle, waddle. Now, yet they've taught you life lessons that have been very valuable in forming the person that you are today. You're coming out of a time where you're still feeling that you're still being faced with challenges, but you're facing them a lot easier and you have the courage and inner strength. You're stronger and you're aware and your faith is getting stronger. This is about determination, focus, endurance, self-confidence, respect. This is the depth of feeling. And the penguin, the male penguin, when he falls in love, he falls in love. And he goes and he takes her little pebble. And then they're together. And then he takes care of the babies. And he lays on the eggs. The man is like, oh, he's amazing. You're always looking good, Jemmy. That's what it's saying. Always looking good. You got the beauty of the butterfly, the tuxedo of the penguin. Trust your instincts this month and find new ways of doing things. For example, this bird don't fly, but if you put him in the water, he finds a way to fly in the water, okay? There's different things that you can do. I think this month is going to be about adaptability. It's going to be about being flexible and moving through. I wanted to pull an extra card for you guys. I don't do this very often, but I just wanted to when I asked the cards that came out. And this is fish. And the story of Manu appears in the ancient Hindu scriptures going way back to 700 BC. And it's like similar to Noah's Ark, like the Great Flood, and the midst of Gilgamesh and all that, you know. And Manu is the first man, was warned by this fish that he had to be kind to about a great flood that was about to come and destroy everything. And Manu took the advice of the fish to heart and built a boat that he filled with only the selected survivors. This fish was no ordinary one, and he was an avatar of Vishnu known as Matsya. He carried Manu's boat to safety when the flood hit, and after the flood waters receded, he He performed a sacred ritual to help propagate the human race, okay? Manu had to step back from the process in the situation and kind of adapt to building a boat to save humanity from this great flood. Take a moment, think about things, about a situation in your life that you're not happy with, that you need to recognize that there's some change and that you need to adapt. Sometimes stagnation is the result of not adapting to change. In order to move forward, you need to be able to adapt to the current circumstances so that you can be thriving, so you can be successful. Embrace the changes in life. This dark time is about over. Chiron is bringing out a lot of energy for you too. So let's jump into your read. Let's see what energies are coming in for you for the month of July. Let's bless our deck. Saint Satil, bless this deck for Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the month of July. I'm cutting the deck. I have pre-shuffled, all right? So as I cut the deck, I have the Three of Wands with the Queen of Cups reversed. Sorry about the lighting, guys. Let me pull that back a little bit while I talk so you can look at that. So this Three of Wands is almost like achievement. It's joy. It's like you're getting what you wanted. But some of y'all are an emotional mess. Some of you guys are emotionally being manipulated or being emotionally manipulated. Some of y'all might be dealing with a water sign, okay? However, this might be a third-party water sign, or this is a situation where you're having to look at things from a distance, or someone is having to look at you from a distance. All right? Let's see what we got going on. I'm going to give it a couple of shuffles. I'm getting a lot of fives for a lot of people. We're clearing a lot of karma right now, guys. A lot of us are. Jimmy's, y'all got a lot going on or what? Doesn't want me to. Doesn't want me to see. Oh my gosh. It should not be this long to shuffle. I've already shuffled for like forever. Okay, finally. Let's see what's going on here. In the past, we had the Ten of Pentacles. In the present, we're kind of stuck with the Seven of the Chariot. We have the hidden influence is an angel blessing our lives. The advice is the Eight of Arrows. The possible outcome is the Nine of Cups reversed. The overall energy is the Seven of Wands. And I have in front of it is the Cherub of Wands. There's something going on, Jemmy. What's going on? So in the past, we were feeling pretty damn good. We had all this, I'm going to say practically, give me just 1 second, guys. All right. Sorry about that. I was looking kind of blurry to me. I don't know. Anyways, I was talking about the past. We have the Ten of Pentacles over here, the Ten of Discs. And this is like everything was going really, really good for you financially, family-wise. Things felt great. Then now we're in a situation, I'm going to tell you to get your card checked just because this card always makes me think of that. And we have 2 sevens in your read. So you have somebody around you who's not lying, but don't worry because you're going to find out. I kind of feel like this Chariot's kind of telling you you're holding back for a reason, Jimmy, and I don't know why, and I'm going to need more information. It might be a blessing in disguise why you're not going where you think you're supposed to go. That's kind of what I'm picking up. You're getting so many fives. My gosh. Here we go. There it is. That's why. Okay, you're dealing right now with the situation with this Queen of Cups, possibly Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces energy, or a mother figure, or someone who is just emotionally draining you and makes you feel stuck. That is what's going on. However, the hidden influence is that you're being blessed. For some reason, this is a situation that's telling you to adapt. Remember, it's all about adapting and transformative energy. So your angel is trying to remind you, who do you love? Who's been there for you? It's telling you to go back to your memories. Pull those things out. Pull and draw from them, because from out of those things, out of that, you're going to be able to move forward. The ancestor of memory, it's almost like it's telling you, like, hey, these were the people who were there for you. These were the ones who cared. These were the ones who showed up and showed out. You need to remember that. Maybe right now this person's just being a total boo-boo head or whatever. I don't even want to curse, because I don't know if they're a bad person or not. They're just making life a little stagnant for you, okay? The ancestor of memory is all about manifestation and abundance, okay? Remembrance of those who you love, restoration of the broken things. There's something going on. The advice is the 8 of arrows. It's almost like you need to drop the emotional baggage in order to have your wish come true. I don't know what your wish is. I don't know, I feel like kind of gone blurry. I don't know what your wish is, but it's something it's not coming because you feel so trapped right now. And there's some insecurities going on right now, because we have this 7 of Wands overall feel. It's just like, I feel like you're feeling kind of stuck. Oh, I have the ancestor of hope too. Is that supposed to come out too? Okay. We have the ancestor of hope that's also helping you. So this is possibly a family situation for you, Gemini. You have the ancestor of memory and the ancestor of hope. There is hope in this situation, but you may need to break free from your past in order to get where you're going. Now, this 8 of arrows is your advice. And it's trying to tell you, okay, it's not with this deck. It's trying to tell you, like, basically, drop that emotional baggage that you're carrying. Drop the boulder. Move forward. Go towards the ones that you love, okay? And that have loved you and have proven over time to be there for you. I'm trying to see what the advice is. Speak up. Speak up. Speak your piece, and that is going to help with that emotional baggage. The thing is like, I just kind of feel like there's a situation within the family. Everything was great, and then this Queen of Cups showed up, and this energy is just draining. It stagnated the situation. Remember in the story of the fish, it talked about stagnation? Wait, let me pull that back out. This is a situation. It says, often stagnation is the result of not adapting to change. Somebody doesn't want to go with the flow. Someone doesn't want to break free. Someone wants to stay right there. It's important that you, Gemini, embrace the changes. Shall we clarify with this deck? No. No. Shakti? No. No. Okay. Let's see what this Queen wants to tell us. I'm having a hard time shuffling your cards, Gemini. The Magician. Okay, so this is what I'm picking up. Things were meant to look a certain way, but the truth is they don't really look that way anymore. And you almost feel like it's smoke and mirrors. You feel like somebody's trying to get over on your emotions. This is ancient knowledge. This is fertility. And this is a very emotional situation because of all the water that's around it. Now, the Magician is telling you, in order to defeat the Queen, or in order to make it through, you have got to get yourself together, and you have got to pull from that knowledge, that ancestral knowledge, in order to move forward. All right? I don't know what this wish is about. Let's find out. There's so many reversals. Oh my goodness. I'm like, what is going on? What is the wish about? Healing. So this is about healing. This is about some really intense healing. There could be some issues within the family because we're not talking about what needs to be said. We're not discussing the things that need to be said. And so it's not like so much like a lie, but it's almost like hidden truths. The Seven of Wands is reversed. So it's like we're afraid to move forward. We're afraid to go where we need to go because if we go, then we're putting ourselves out there. Now, you're the butterfly. You're showing everything that you got. I'm not really quite sure. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm having really bad heartburn right now. Came out of nowhere. I'm not really quite sure why there's so much insecurity about moving forward. Shall we clarify? Yes, we shall. Not with that one. Let's clarify. Why are we so nervous? What's going on, Gemini? It's an independent decision that you have to make. I know that much. It's almost like you're afraid to make this decision because it might hurt your money or something. There it is. And then I have Scorpio at the bottom. Okay. I have the Queen of Cups reversed. I have the King of Cups upright, and I'm looking at Death upright. So we're afraid to walk away from a situation. You're possibly coming out as the Queen of Cups because you just feel emotionally drained and stagnated because this king ain't coming through like you thought he was going to. It doesn't mean that he's a bad person or he's a good person. He's just not doing what you want him to do for some reason. And it's almost like you have to relinquish the control and you got to be strong on your own 2 feet. I pick up a lot of Scorpio energy, though. Shall we see what the king wants to say? I do. I love when my dice agrees with me. Now, this king wants to tell you something. Good Lord. I don't know what's going on, Geminis, but the energy right now, I'm not really feeling it. At all. It's like really odd energy. There we go. All right. So it's almost like you're stuck because this person actually helps you. Oh, man, you're relying on somebody's assistance and they're actually kind of manipulating you with it. Or it's somebody who's trying to keep you from what you want. Now, the way to work through this is because they promised you, it's like they sold you a dream almost. They told you, oh, I'm going to help you because I really care about you and everything's great. And you've been manipulated and now you're kind of stuck in this situation. You thought you were going to get your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes. And it turns out now that you're going through a healing process. Now, the Six of Pentacles is tied to this king, but you're coming out as the queen reverse. So if this is a relationship, what's going on is there's going to be some intense healing once you speak your piece. Once you tell this person how you're feeling and what you want and how you want it, that's going to decide what's going to happen next. Now, the Four of Arrows is telling you, hey, just kind of chill out for a minute and relax. Get yourself together after you said your piece and move forward. And that's kind of like a very interesting vibe. And I'm picking up a lot of watery energy for you. We had the fish. We had the penguin. We have the magician, the king, and the queen. So I feel like maybe this month is going to be a highly emotional month. Let's go ahead and check in and see what Chiron has for you. Because Chiron's kind of pushing on a lot of people, okay? Now, we have Denali. And this is about inclusion. You don't feel like somebody's included you. Okay, it's like you have either this is a family issue with your parents or this is like you and your husband, you and your boyfriend. It's something because the two king and the queen, they match. Have you ever been left out in the cold to fend for yourself? It's time to call on Sedna, the Inuit goddess of the sea, to heal the scars these experiences have left. Sedna's power animal is the walrus, just as the creatures depend on a large herd for survival, which will unite and protect an individual under attack. So you need to find a new family or spiritual people who will connect with you. Do not give any power to those who hurt you. Walrus teaches you to become aware of your surroundings to avoid being gullible, yet also not to be cautious that you push away the people who can help you. The Inukshuk symbol on the card signifies the current in the people of the Arctic that build as a landmark confirms your change of direction. There is a change of direction for you, Gemini, in your approach to relationships. If you see this symbol in a dream or a vision or perhaps a spot similar arrangement of a natural man-made world, you will know that Sedna is telling you that you are on the right path. Now, the story of Sedna, I'm going to just tell it to you real quick. I'm real big on storytelling, okay? She had been, she got her fingers and thumbs had been cut off by the person she once trusted the most, her father. He wanted to relinquish to her role as a victim or perpetrator and surrender to her hero's journey. Sedna was killed by her father. She had no choice but to die to her own way of being. As she clung to a sinking ship, her father cut off her fingers, which turned into walruses and seals and whales, and she sank to the ocean floor, becoming immortal. The goddess of the sea residing in the house of bones. You are now in the process of transmutation. Do you feel rejection, betrayal, fear as Sedna did? How we learn and grow from these experiences, because Penguin says it's over, is what matters. Sedna evolved through sacrifice and suffering, and as a result, she gifted the Inuit people the food to sustain them. When you release those who no longer serve you or your highest good, self-acceptance will enable you to help others as well as you help yourself. Holy moly, Gemini, this has come full circle. This is somebody who has just been holding something over your head and making you feel like crap. The thing is, you don't have to feel like the Queen of Cups, or you don't have to deal with the Queen of Cups. Either you can become the king or you can go to the king. And that Six of Pentacles that he's trying to save you from, that reversal of it, that, oh, I did this for you for so long and now you're going to do this to me. Yes, B, I'm going to do this to you and I'm going to move on and I'm going to go and heal myself up. Now, for me, this is a very powerful read. To me, there's somebody who's having family issues. They will soon be over, whether they're your parents or your spouse. Now, if you're not married, this is a work situation because some of the pentacles that I see, you don't feel like you belong. Well, you know what? The coolest people never do feel like they belong. However, as I look down at this deck of cards, I see this Ace of Arrows looking right at me with the star right behind it and the Four of Pentacles and an angel. You're going to be totally all right. You have to change your game plan. You have to change the way of your approach. Okay? Wow. Intense read. And as I look down, I see the ancestor of protection. So you're very, very much protected. Now, let's move into our crystals. If you are a Gemini sun, you got rhodochrosite, okay? This is about calming, mindfulness, and revealing. This stone allows us to bring forward all that we repress, and it works with the solar plexus chakra manipura. Insists that we attend to emotional turmoil and disentangle our past. Wow. Work with pranayama, yogic breathing, and enhances the energies. Free of fear, we are more confident and mentally agile and spontaneous. It can help us attract our soulmate, and that's also penguin energy, so that too. But reminds us that it isn't always an easy relationship, rather one that will help us grow with compassion and wisdom. Healing with asthma and other disorders of the lungs and circulatory systems. Drawing this card signifies it is time to open your heart to love and take the first step on your journey. Everything you do with an open heart, regardless of the outcome, helps you evolve. Gemini, love yourself first, and the rest will fall in place. Gemini moon, you got Wolfenite, feeling cycles and integrating. The powerful energies of this stone ensure that you are in touch with the full spectrum of feelings. There is no hiding or repressing with this stone, as it brings forward all that is underlining. Okay? It sustains this harder and more complex work to be done and facilitates accepting and integrating negative as well as positive information and wisdom. Wolfenite works with the reproductive cycles in the body and is especially useful for alleviating menstrual disorders and change, and it promotes the balance of female hormones. Drawing this card signifies a need to identify those with whom you have a soul contract, Go beyond the needs of the ego and work as a spiritual level until the lesson or the task is complete. Shug light. Initiating, cleansing, and spontaneous. And this is for Gemini rising. I'm a Gemini rising. Let's see what it says. This stone is wonderful for clearing the mind of unnecessary and debilitating belief systems. It reveals a long-held subconscious negative mantras and thought patterns that damage ourselves and others. It helps us return to the open, spontaneous state of childhood when our minds were flexible and open. Wow. Suglight stimulates the third eye chakra, Anja, and enhances our intuitive skills in the link between the spirit and the mind. It's useful for mediums and channeling. It's extremely beneficial in assisting us to heal ourselves. It draws the energy of the cosmic energy of love and pushes us towards this energy. Oh, wow. It strengthens the immune system and works to relieve pain and debilitating conditions. Drawing this card indicates a need to declutter your mind and environment from all that is unnecessary and negative. How can you invite openness and growth into your life? They must have seen my place because it's all arrayed because I'm about to move. So Gemini, this is what I'm picking up for you right now. This is going to be one of those months that self-love is going to be highly important. Balancing of your hormones, balancing of your emotions, balancing of the way that you see things with Wolfenite. Suglight is telling you to trust your intuition. You don't feel like that queen or that king is being too honest with you. You need to trust that gut emotion and that gut feeling because healing is on the way with the Four of Arrows. At the end of the day, you're going to be rescued. You're going to be helped, and more than likely by an older gentleman. However, your Ace of Arrows is coming through. Your new beginning is, like they say, right around the river bend. Okay, Gemmy? So that is what I have for you this month. I hope you guys have a wonderful and beautiful month. If you're interested in a personal or private read, hit me up at arianaluciano@gmail.com or on the gram at Ariana Luciano. Be blessed, guys.